Hi guys, I just wanted to do a quick video. Here's an update real quick though first. My sidekick, of course, she's having a blast out in the yard today. Luna! I made some garden progress and added some manure and garden soil, which my cousin was nice enough to get a few bags for me, so I went out and laid that today. Oh, that's been multiple times today. Jets and all kinds of stuff. Potatoes are coming up. Beans are coming up. Got some straw for the garden. Some wood cut for the fire pit out of the massive pile of yard junk and brush. Looney, come in here if you're hot. She's panting. Because she's my cat dog. I told you. She pants like a dog now. She truly is my cat dog. So anyways, this brings me to the topic of this video. I lost my uncle due to spinal cancer yesterday. I found out while I was at work on my lunch break, and I checked my phone and I saw the message from my aunt. Some of you may have seen my previous video where I was very angry at the healthcare industry for their lack of treatment thus far for a dying man, his wife, who happened to be my aunt and uncle, who happened to be elderly, who happened to have paid in through the nose to this system for decades, and suffering loss of a partner of that long. I can't even imagine. I don't even dare attempt to dare say I would try. So, death and dimensions of consciousness and loss and pain and grief and all these things are very prevalent in my atmosphere right now. And that goes a lot of ways. For instance, injustice by the medical industry to myself and family members that could have prevented some of that loss and pain. I was sitting out here on the back porch last night when I got home from work, and I could hear over the loudspeaker at the field, because I live right behind the high school here in town, and they had their graduation last night. So I was listening to them calling all the names of each kid and then the cheering of the crowd, and I was thinking that's what kids want. And when I say kids, I'm talking generally 25 and under. That's a kid. And I'm a mom to 3 who range in age from 19 to 26. And my youngest son, my 19-year-old, is about to graduate high school. And him and his brother live in Pennsylvania with their dad. So I am not able to be there. My car would never make another trip like it did last year. And B, I just can't financially afford to barely get by every week. There's no way that I could afford flight and hotel and all that. So But what I do know is that this is another lost memory that I will never get to have as it relates to my sons, in which that's been ripped away from me every way, shape, and form for years. And it's another chance for them to just have another reason to not want to have anything to do with me. Oh, mom didn't show up, so fuck her. And knowing there's nothing I can do about that, well, eats my soul, if you want me to be honest. None of my boys talk to me at all anymore. And there's multiple reasons. Some are fault of my own, some are not. But I don't even get the chance to try to hash it out or deal with it or confront it or have a conversation, because I'm either blocked or unanswered. And I get that. If I were them, I'm pretty sure I'd be the same way, as it is from their point of view. But that's not the whole story. As we all know, there are multiple points of view to any whole picture. Frames, I guess they would say, or pixels. And I've spent so long now defending myself, explaining myself, justifying this, justifying that. I don't do that anymore. And I've kept a very solitary life the last few years, especially through homelessness. It's not like your social status goes way up when you're in that situation and you are moving place to place and can't even develop a foundation of anything. So it's been a lot of things against me over the especially last few years, but this week is definitely difficult, losing my cousin 4 days ago to an overdose, and then my uncle yesterday to spinal cancer. And I could go deeper into both of those scenarios and explain exactly why here in the United States of America in the year 2024 that a fatality due to either of those circumstances shouldn't even be in existence. But here I am, and my cousin's gone, my uncle's gone, my almost 80-year-old aunt is so heartbroken that she's finding it hard to breathe. And people are fighting about politics and flag colors and religions and who's right and who's wrong and who's left and who's right and who's red and who's blue and yellow and who's blue and white and who's above and who's below and who's demonic and who's of Christ and this, that, and the other. And yet nobody's stopping to think for a second that at any fucking given moment, like, boom, this one right now, one of those dumbasses that's ruling this world right now could pop off a nuke. Easy peasy. Remote detonate even with AI. Robotic, controlled. They don't need humans for any of it. All they have to do is push a button. And there is no more of whatever they decide. It's just disintegrated. It's gone. So, as people are out there fighting over who's going to be the next president of the corporation, while children are being blown up in other countries or starving to death and flies are flying around their face and their bellies are distended. Remember what's important, because even though you're an eternal being, your time here is short. It's a lifespan, and then it's over. So it's built up of memories and experiences, and your perception, your perspective of the world and of life is individual from anybody else's and unique, and that's the beauty. But that's what they are trying to destroy. They want good, obedient, submissive workers. That's what a hive and a hive mind always want, ruled by a queen. Anyways, I love you guys. I'm processing through the sadness and everything. I was able to talk to my aunt today on the phone for a couple of hours, as a matter of fact, and her spirits are lifted. So we had a couple laughs and shared a couple tears, and I'm thankful for all my friends and family who have been supportive through 2 losses in 1 week. It's been rough, on top of working, on top of everything else. So much love, everybody. Have a great night.